We're cooking in the kitchen. We're in the kitchen. We are back in the kitchen. Another video. I haven't done a cook with me in a while, so that's what we're doing today. I'm doing baked chicken, chicken flavored rice, and then broccoli. We have our chicken flavored rice-a-roni. Shout out to my mom because the chicken is already cleaned, cooked, and seasoned. The last time she was here, we had some chicken breasts, put some in the freezer, so that's what we have. It's already thawed out. Like, here we go. It's already thawed. And we're gonna put it in this pan. I'm going to line that with some aluminum foil. Yeah, I'm gonna set the oven now. So we're putting it on 350. I've cooked the chicken. It's been a couple weeks since the last time I did baked chicken, but I did it for 350 that time around. Let's line. We're gonna stay right here until I gotta move over to the other side. We're putting in the aluminum foil because it just makes cleanup easier. I do this with chicken, salmon, tilapia, whatever, when I'm using my aluminum pan, because I want to use this aluminum pan for as long as I can. So this is all you're doing, lining it. You can put more if you need to, if not, whatever. I'm also gonna do butter because when my mom uses, when she cooks baked chicken, she puts it in the pan and then she slices up butter and she puts it in there as well. So I just do what my mom does. So we have a stick of butter. I don't know how much I'm gonna use. I think this bag has the most chicken. I've only had like 3 or 4 in bags, and I think this one has maybe about 5. So depending on how much chicken will determine how much butter you need. And then my mom also has done chicken broth in it when it's cooking in the oven. She does that with her baked chicken. I haven't with baked chicken on like the legs, not chicken breasts. I have not done that yet. The last time I didn't, but we'll see. We might do it this time around. But I'm just gonna angle the camera down so y'all can see me putting the chicken in the pan and then cutting the butter up. And then we're gonna go put it over in the oven. I feel like baking chicken takes like 30 minutes, maybe, I don't know. I know it takes a little while. So when I go and have to flip my chicken in the oven is when I'll start doing the rice and broccoli, because that's gonna take less time than baking the chicken does. Okay, so hopefully this is a better view. Put my butter down and pull my sleeves up because I don't want them to get dirty. But again, so y'all can see my baked chicken that was in here. I don't know how long I let it thaw, definitely close to an hour. It smells so good. But as you can see, it's already nice and seasoned. Beautiful. I'm just gonna place it in there. And also, my chicken is completely thawed. I don't know if you can do them semi-thawed. I just let it thaw all the way. Cute. We have 2 more pieces of chicken. And I only have 1 pan, so we're gonna make this work. So yeah, like I said, this was the biggest bag with chicken. And then obviously, if you need to change it around when you're flipping it from the oven, you can do that. I'm going to rinse out this bag and clean my hands before I start cutting up the butter. I'm rinsing out the bag just because it's cleaner when I put it in the trash. Because you don't want anything to leak out. Because nice rinse, and then clean my hands. Nice and easy. So I think for butter, we're just gonna do 2 tablespoons because it's a lot of chicken, and because they're so close together, I will probably be doing the chicken broth. So just doing my 2 tablespoons. Cut that off. I'm gonna put this in. Next time I use this is for the rice. And honestly, you're just cutting it in like little squares. And placing it around the chicken. Oh, it's a little softened. But you're just gonna cut it and place it somewhere. They don't exactly have to be squares, but try to just have like even butter around. I had to clean my hands again right quick because I have butter all on them. Throw this away. And now we're just gonna put it in the oven. I already had it prepped, so it is nice and hot. You don't need to put in the chicken broth now. You put it in once the chicken is cooking. Okay, so the chicken is now in. It's almost 6:54. So check in about like 15 minutes what the chicken looks like. If it's looking like it's cooked, we're gonna flip it, add chicken broth, and then we're gonna start on the rice and the broccoli. Until then, you just gotta let the chicken do its thing, and you have a little break, but do like watch the time, because if you don't check on it, it can kind of cook all the way and then it becomes dry, and you don't want it to be dry. So I'll see y'all when the chicken is like semi-done. Hopefully y'all can see, but it's like 7:07. Oh, it's actually 7:18 right now. But we're gonna flip our chicken. I'm pulling this out slowly so y'all can see, but you see how she's cooking up real nice. Just get your little fork and flip it. Oh no, that's cooking nicely. Cute. Well, you can see from this piece of chicken that broke off that it's cooking nicely. Okay. Put that back together right quick. Now, if I check back a little later and it looks like it's drying out, we're gonna put some chicken broth in it, but right now, it's still giving juicy and succulent, and that's what we want. So now we're gonna start on our sides. Just that camera for y'all. Surface light. Do my rice on this side. Gonna do rice first. Our instructions right here on the back. We need 2 tablespoons of butter. So we're pulling this butter back out. I just got a plastic fork this time around. Put that back in the fridge. And then we want this to be nice and melted before we put our rice in there. And we're gonna do our broccoli right here. Put some water on this, put your burner on. You don't need too much water because the vegetables are frozen. At least the vegetables I'm using are frozen. Because you're steaming them, so it'll be just fine. We're gonna finish this bag off. But I'm also gonna start putting my rice in here since the butter is melting pretty fast. Make sure you take your seasoning packet out, flavor packet, dump that rice. Come back to this. A little bit. Okay. You can cover that up. I just want to clean around here a bit. Because that broccoli went everywhere. Get your spoon for the rice. Now your rice, your vermicelli in the rice needs to be golden brown before you add the water. We have 2 cups right here. I don't want to spill it. We're gonna stir this rice. And the vermicelli is in fact browning. But we want it to brown a little bit more, almost there, but keep it browning some more. And then just peek in the chicken right quick. Make sure it's not like dried out, that it's still looking juicy. We might put some chicken broth in there after I get my rice together. So my vermicelli is in fact brown now. We're gonna put the water in the seasoning packet in. I like to pour some of the water first and then the packet, and then I go back in with the rest of the water. Again, come out. All right. Make sure you get all your seasoning out. Mix that in first is what I like to do, and then you go back with the rest of your water. And also because this is 2 cups, only goes up to 2 cups, I still have to do a half. So pour in our 2 cups. And then pour in the half. Good to go. And then you have to bring this to a boil. Then reduce the heat and cover. So we're gonna let that boil right quick and reduce the heat and cover. This is chicken broth that I have. I've used it before. So just pull it out. And you can see we still have that butter in there, but not as much. Give this a nice little shake and just pour it on your chicken. I don't know how much, you know, just eyeball it. Whatever your heart's desire. Because you know what? Chicken can't be too juicy, but it can be too dry. And we don't want dry chicken. So I did a little drizzle. If I feel like I need more, I'll put more. but I feel like I'm good right now. So put that back in. This is still boiling. Once it's to a complete boil, I will cover this. This is still doing its thing. So probably the next time we do a check-in, everything might be done, or at least the broccoli will be done, and everything else will follow. Everything is pretty much done. It's steaming. We're about to take the broccoli off and drain that, and I just checked on the chicken. It's doing nicely, and the rice is almost where we want it to be. So turn off your fire. Sometimes I use a strainer, and sometimes I just strain it in the sink. Okay, broccoli steaming, fresh and hot. We're gonna check on the rice really quickly. Is that a nice consistency where I believe it's good and done? So we can turn this off and turn the light off. So y'all can see my rice, nice and steamy. Set this off to the side. We're gonna do the broccoli. I'm just going to season it in the pot because it's gonna be one less dish for me to clean. Usually I put it in something else, but I don't feel like doing that today. We're gonna put some butter in there. Just scoop you some. Let that melt and get some seasoning. Zatarain's is what we're gonna use. It's the go-to. If you would like to use something else, please feel free to do so. I also forgot to mention the chicken was seasoned with Zatarain's and garlic butter. We're just gonna mix everything in here. It's good and mixed. Check on the chicken. Okay, I think we're gonna take it out now because again, we don't want it to be too cooked. All right. It's giving. Beautiful, juicy. You see, we have that butter and some of that chicken broth mixed in there to juice it up. Make her succulent. So we can turn all this off. And now we're just gonna plate everything and of course meal prep as well. Trying to see where I would like to do it because we have so much space over there. But also, I know if I set it up over there, I feel like it'll be less space. So we're gonna move here. Bear with me. We'll leave this here. Bring this over here, and I will angle it down. Wait. Maybe I'll put the chicken as our centerpiece. So y'all can see. Oh, y'all still can't see. Bear with me. I'm taking out some things. Some of these might be cut up. I'll do 4. And then get the tops. 1, 2, 3. Also, my paper plate for what I'm eating now. I'm just gonna go ahead and take this piece for right now. Yo, look at that beauty. Look at her. Set her off to the side. because I do plan on cutting this chicken up so I can have, at least try to go for an even amount. I could do just the 4, but some of them are big. We want to make it last. Okay, there we have it. And now we're just gonna definitely cut this one in half. And because this is a bigger piece. All right. Please look at that. Look at that. Beautiful. And we're gonna put this piece in a container. Put this big old piece in a container. This is a fairly small one, so we're gonna leave it as is. And I think we're gonna cut. And I'm just gonna eat this little piece real quick. Ate that up. It's nice and juicy. It's flavorful. Maybe I did that. My chicken says fire. And now we're gonna put these up right quick. And I'm not gonna waste this juice. I'm gonna drizzle this juice, but after I put like the rice, because my rice is also chicken flavored, we're gonna drizzle some juice on the rice too. Harmony. But we are gonna move this pan over until I need it. So good. Again, to show, here's our nice rice, still steaming. I think we're gonna put the rice closest to the chicken and have the broccoli in the corner. When I am meal prepping, I like to make sure that there is food in every container before I start giving extra. Usually there is always room for extra, but I rather make sure everything has what it needs to before saying something looks like it needs more. Now we're gonna put our broccoli down. And again, I don't know if you can see the steam, but everything is still nice, fresh, and hot. Go ahead and make sure you have some in every container. Okay. And now for the juice. I'm just gonna take this spoon that I used for the rice and drizzle that on my chicken and the rice. So it's just extra juiced up, extra flavorful. I'm done with that. Now I'm just gonna cover all of these and get ready to enjoy my meal. That one's double. We have finished. I did in fact just move everything over there because this area, once I get to cleaning, it's gonna be a lot of dragging and whatever, because my dishwasher is right under here. I hand wash and then put it in my dishwasher to dry. So that's gonna get hectic, so I moved everything over there to still let it sit out. My sink looks a mess because I haven't washed any dishes. Usually I try to wash and cook. It just didn't happen today. It's fine because my meal is here. Beautiful, look at that. Look at that meal. wonderful. So I'm gonna enjoy my meal while it's hot. I already know my chicken is good. We saw that. And everything is gonna be good. It's beautiful. It's 8 o'clock now, so it was a bit of an hour, but I feel like it was mainly because I was doing a lot. So it actually didn't seem like it took an hour to cook, if I'm being honest. Your rice is about 25 minutes. Your chicken is probably 30 to 40 minutes, and the broccoli is the quickest thing. So it's not really an hour. It's just because I was plating everything and moving stuff around that it's now 8 o'clock. So it's more of like a 40-minute meal with potentially 30 minutes to an hour prep to thaw your chicken. It just depends how frozen the chicken is, how much chicken it is, and so forth. So there we have it, another cooking video. Hopefully y'all enjoyed. Try the meal. Give me some recipes, some ideas in the comments below, because I'm very open to that. But yeah, I'm gonna enjoy my meal. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you would like to see more, please hit the subscribe button down below. Peace and blessings, my loves.